A long time ago, there were two great kingdoms, Greece and Troy. They became locked in a brutal war that lasted 10 years. This war, called the Trojan War, was sparked by a single event, the abduction of a beautiful woman named Helen, the beginning of war. Helen, the queen of Sparta, was taken by Paris, the prince of Troy. Furious, her husband, King Menelaus, called upon the Greek kings and warriors to sail to Troy and bring her back. The Greeks, led by King Agamemnon, gathered their greatest fighters, including the clever Odysseus, the giant Ajax, and the strongest of all warriors, Achilles. When they reached Troy, they found the city protected by mighty walls and an army led by Hector, the noble prince of Troy and the city's greatest warrior. For 10 years, the Greeks and Trojans fought fiercely, neither side gaining victory. Achilles' anger and his withdrawal. One day, in the Greek camp, an argument broke out. Achilles, you insult me, Agamemnon. You take what is mine, yet you expect me to fight for you? Agamemnon, I am the king. You are just a warrior. If I demand something, it is mine. Achilles, enraged that Agamemnon had taken a woman he had won in battle, refused to fight. Without Achilles, the Greeks began to lose. The Trojans, led by Hector, pushed them back toward the sea. Seeing his comrades suffer, Achilles' best friend Patroclus came to him. Patroclus, Achilles, the Greeks need you. If you will not fight, then lend me your armor. The Trojans will think I am you, and they will fear me. Achilles hesitated, but then handed over his armor. Achilles, very well, but do not chase them too far. Stay safe, my friend. Patroclus, wearing Achilles' shining armor, charged into battle. The Greeks, seeing what they thought was Achilles, fought with renewed strength. The death of Patroclus. Patroclus fought bravely, but he did not listen to Achilles' warning. He chased the Trojans all the way back to the gates of Troy. Then Hector appeared. Hector, Achilles, you fight well, but today you will fall. Patroclus, breathless, realized his mistake. Patroclus, I am not Achilles. But it was too late. Hector struck him down.
Okay?
As he lay dying, Patroclus whispered, Patroclus, Achilles will come for you. He will avenge me. Hector took Achilles' armor and returned to Troy, believing he had slain Greece's greatest warrior, Achilles' wrath. When Achilles heard of his friend's death, he was overcome with grief and fury. Achilles, Hector, you will pay for this. He stormed into battle, unstoppable, like a god of war. The Trojans, terrified, ran inside their walls except for Hector. King Priam, Hector's father, son, come inside. Achilles is too powerful. Hector, I must face him. If I run, I am a coward. If I die, let it be with honor. The duel of Achilles and Hector. Hector stood alone outside Troy as Achilles approached, his armor gleaming, his spear ready. For a moment, fear gripped Hector's heart. He turned and ran. Achilles chased him 3 times around the city walls, before Hector stopped, ashamed of his cowardice. Hector, let us fight. If I die, let my body be returned to my family. Achilles, there is no mercy for you. With a powerful throw, Achilles' spear struck Hector in the chest. As he fell, he gasped, Hector, please my body return it. But Achilles did not listen. He tied Hector's body to his chariot and dragged it around Troy in anger. A father's plea and Achilles' change of heart. That night, King Priam, Hector's father, bravely entered the Greek camp. He fell at Achilles' feet. Priam, mighty Achilles, I beg you give me my son's body. Let me bury him with honor. Achilles looked at the old man. He saw not an enemy, but a father mourning his son. For the first time since Patroclus' death, Achilles felt his anger fade. He gently lifted Priam and ordered Hector's body to be returned. The end of the Iliad. Thus, Hector was laid to rest, and Troy mourned its fallen prince. But the war was not yet over. The Iliad does not tell us about the famous Trojan horse, or the fall of Troy. That is another story. But this tale, filled with honor, rage, loss, and forgiveness, is one of the greatest ever told. The lessons of the Iliad. 1. Pride and anger can lead to destruction. Achilles' rage nearly cost the Greeks the war. 2. Honor matters. Even in death, Hector fought for his people. And Priam's plea showed that even enemies can find humanity in each other. 3. War is brutal, but emotions make us human. Behind every battle is a story of loss, love, and fate.